It looks like he craves your love. It looks like your narcissistic husband wants more love from you, more attention, more affection, yada, yada, yada. But actually, the truth is, narcissists create, narcissists crave chaos because chaos is their oxygen. In this video, we're going to explore the dark psychology behind his need for conflict. I'm Dr. Don Russell, and at the Russell Healing Institute, we help women that want to flourish in extremely difficult marriages because we think it's possible, we believe it's possible. Why do we believe it's possible? Because we've seen it time and time again. We have had the privilege of walking with women in our coaching work, one-on-one coaching work, to transform their relationship into something very, very satisfying for her. Let's dig in. Hey, as we do, click the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when new content comes out on this channel. And also click the like button because, hey, why not? But let's start with an uncomfortable truth. A narcissist doesn't want love. He wants emotional turbulence. See, think about it. Love requires vulnerability, almost by definition. Chaos requires nothing. Love demands accountability. Chaos gives him power. And love builds connection. And chaos simply builds control. So if you've ever wondered why calm feels wrong and uncomfortable for him, why peace never lasts very long, why arguments interrupt out of apparently nowhere, and why good days are few and far between and seem to have a price tag attached to them. It's because you're living with someone who is psychologically allergic to emotional stability. Today we're going to dive into the real reason why narcissists choose chaos over love. Not accidentally, intentionally. This is going to be a little disturbing, but it's going to be empowering for you. So dive in. You get it, right? Healthy love is predictable, nourishing, regulating. And the predictable, I want to be clear, the predictable that it's not boring, but the predictable that's safe. But for him, regulation is his enemy. Because in a regulated relationship, you're able to think clearly, you're able to trust your instincts, you're able to step back and see patterns, and you feel safe enough to reflect and question things, right? A calm, connected woman is a powerful woman, and a powerful woman is impossible to control. So do the math. So he destabilizes the environment on purpose, probably unconsciously, but nevertheless on purpose. Not because he enjoys drama, but because your clarity, which is your power, terrifies him. So chaos is a tool, not a side effect. In chaos, he's able to control the narrative, control the pace of the conversation, really the pace of the relationship. And he controls what gets discussed and what gets swept under the rug. He controls the emotional weather in the home. And he controls when the conversation begins and ends. Hey, if a light bulb just went on in your head, leave a comment down below. Oh my word, that is so right. I can see it now. See, chaos is where he feels in control and he feels like a king. Love, on the other hand, demands equality. There's no king in love. But chaos guarantees hierarchy. And when the ground is always shifting under your feet, you have to move towards him for your own stability. And he becomes the anchor in the storm, but it's a storm of his creation. That's the trap. Do you see it now? You might need to sit down for this because we're going to dig a little deeper. It's going to get a little bit darker around here. See, a narcissist registers love as weakness. Like, love is vulnerability, and vulnerability is kryptonite. Adoration, on the other hand, it feels like entitlement to him. So think of it this way. Your reactivity, your anger, your tears, your confusion, your fear, that's what makes him feel alive. Why, you ask? Because chaos creates emotional intensity, and that intensity is what he needs to support, really immunize himself against his own feeling and not enough, inadequacy, all that stuff that is at the core of his psyche. So he doesn't care if you're crying or furious or devastated. Emotional activation of any kind is a message to him that, ooh, I have power, matter, I affect you, right? Triggers his enoughness, falsely, toxically, to be sure. Reaction proves his importance to himself. Your suffering validates his existence. It's twisted, it's dark, but this is what's going on. So he's not craving connection, he's craving impact. And he's learned, probably way before you, he's learned that the way to get impact is by unconsciously creating dysfunction and chaos. Right? Think of it this way. The chaos is keeping you off balance and out of your own best self. Because when you're in a constant state of emotional uncertainty, that's when you stop trusting your intuition. That's when you begin to silence your own needs. That's when you begin to second guess your own boundaries. Was that even fair that I asked him to explain where he was? That's when you start to rewrite your own memories. You start to rewrite history in your own mind. That's when you start to apologize preemptively when you're not even really clear about what you're apologizing for. Like, what exactly did wrong, right? That's when you contort yourself to avoid the next explosion. This is classic walking on eggshells. So when this goes on long enough, guess what happens? He doesn't have to silence you. You silence yourself, right? It becomes an inside job within you. He doesn't have to manipulate your memory because your nervous system is rewriting memory within you. He doesn't have to gaslight you. You walk into conversations already doubting your reality. And so the chaos of his creation turns you into your own captor. You've taken yourself prison. Okay, here's the paradox. I hope this is making sense. Let me know in the comments what's clear, what's not clear. He says he wants peace, but the moment things get calm, he disrupts it. Like, unaccountably, picking a fight out of nowhere, he starts, it's either a hot war or a cold war. Maybe he withdraws, maybe he criticizes, maybe he sabotages a good moment and creates that emotional whiplash. I thought we were having a beautiful evening. How come we're talking about blah, blah, blah now? Why does he do that? Because calm exposes him. Silence reveals the truth, and stillness reveals the emptiness. Peace makes his flaws evident and undeniable. And so you can see, right? Chaos is like this beautiful, beautifully dysfunctional blanket that hides everything, blames everything on you. And you know what hurts the most? He never wanted harmony. He wanted leverage. I'm saying the quiet part out loud now. If this is resonating with you, why don't you join our Detox the Marriage community? It's totally free, it's safe, it's private, it's moderated by us, and it's a place to get support, to get validation, and to get a roadmap out. If you want a more specific roadmap tailored to your unique situation, book a 15-minute call. The link for both of these things are down below. And in that 15-minute call, we'll begin to outline a strategy to get you out of this crazy making and into a place of empowerment and liberty. So here's your takeaway. A narcissist doesn't actually seek love. He seeks the chaos, the disharmony. Because chaos is where you're disoriented. It's where you're vulnerable, which means where you're pliable and manipulatable, where you're easiest to control. So in computer, people talk about, is it a feature or a glitch? Well, chaos isn't the glitch in the relationship. It's actually a feature for him of the relationship. It's a strategy. And once women see that clearly, then she can't unsee it. All right? Let me know how that lands on you. Let me know how we can help.